Industry standards for utility pole climbing training, as outlined by the National Utility Training and Education Centre, or NUTEC, provide a framework for ensuring the safety and competence of individuals working at height on utility poles. Firstly, let's consider class size. The recommended class size is typically 8 to 10 students per certified instructor. This ratio allows for adequate supervision and personalized attention to each student, ensuring that they receive the necessary guidance and support to develop their climbing skills safely. Secondly, let's discuss the duration of the training. A minimum of 40 hours is generally recommended for utility pole climbing training. This extended duration allows for comprehensive instruction covering both practical and theoretical aspects of climbing, as well as ample time for students to practice and refine their skills under the supervision of qualified instructors. Thirdly, regarding personal one-on-one training, the industry standard emphasizes the importance of individualized instruction. A minimum of 2 hours per student is recommended for first-time climbers, providing them with the foundational skills and knowledge necessary to climb safely and effectively. For experienced climbers, a minimum of 1 hour of one-on-one instruction is recommended to address any specific needs or areas for improvement. In addition to these core elements, there are several other considerations that contribute to the overall effectiveness of utility pole climbing training. Firstly, the training should include both practical and theoretical instruction, covering topics such as climbing techniques, equipment inspection, hazard identification, and emergency procedures. This comprehensive approach ensures that students develop a well-rounded understanding of the principles and practices of safe pole climbing. Secondly, students should be thoroughly evaluated on their skills and knowledge before being certified. This evaluation process may include written exams, practical demonstrations, and performance assessments to ensure that students have met the required competencies. Thirdly, the pass ratio for utility pole climbing training typically ranges from 70 to 85%. This pass ratio reflects the rigor of the training program and the commitment to ensuring that only qualified individuals are certified to climb utility poles. When evaluating a utility pole climbing training program, it's essential to consider several key factors to ensure that it meets industry standards and adequately prepares you for the challenges of climbing in the field. Class size is one crucial factor to consider. A smaller class size with a low student-to-instructor ratio allows for more personalized attention and individualized instruction. This can be especially beneficial for first-time climbers who may require more guidance and support. The duration of the training is another important consideration. A longer training program, with a minimum of 40 hours of instruction, provides more time for students to practice and refine their skills, as well as to cover a wider range of topics related to climbing safety and techniques. The amount of one-on-one instruction is also a critical factor to consider. Individualized instruction allows instructors to address each student's specific needs and areas for improvement, ensuring that they develop a solid foundation of climbing skills and knowledge. The qualifications and experience of the instructors are essential. Certified instructors with extensive experience in utility pole climbing and training are best equipped to provide students with the knowledge, skills, and guidance they need to succeed. The curriculum should cover all aspects of climbing safety, including climbing techniques, equipment inspection, hazard identification, and emergency procedures. A comprehensive curriculum ensures that students develop a well-rounded understanding of the principles and practices of safe pole climbing. The training facility should have adequate equipment and resources to support the training program. This includes a variety of poles of different heights and configurations, as well as a range of climbing equipment and safety gear. The evaluation methods used to assess student competency should be rigorous and comprehensive. This may include written exams, practical demonstrations, and performance assessments to ensure that students have met the required competencies. The pass ratio for the training program can be an indicator of its quality and effectiveness. A higher pass ratio suggests that the training program is well designed and that students are adequately prepared for the challenges of climbing in the field. Finally, the reputation of the training provider should be considered. Look for a reputable provider with a proven track record of delivering high-quality utility pole climbing training. Upon successfully completing a utility pole climbing training program, there are several key steps to take to maintain your certification and continue to develop your skills and knowledge. Firstly, regularly inspect your climbing equipment to ensure that it is in good working condition and meets safety standards. This includes checking your harness, ropes, hooks, and other gear for any signs of wear or damage. Secondly, adhere to all safety regulations and procedures when climbing utility poles. This includes wearing appropriate personal protective equipment, following proper climbing techniques, and being aware of potential hazards. Thirdly, continue to practice and refine your climbing skills on a regular basis. This can be done through on-the-job training, refresher courses, or self-directed practice. Fourthly, stay up to date on the latest industry standards and best practices for utility pole climbing. This can be done by attending conferences, reading industry publications, and participating in online forums. Fifthly, seek out opportunities to mentor and train other climbers. This is a great way to share your knowledge and experience as well as to reinforce your own skills. Sixthly, maintain a log of your climbing activities, including the date, location, and type of work performed. This log can be used to track your progress and identify areas for improvement. Seventhly, participate in ongoing professional development activities to enhance your skills and knowledge. This may include attending advanced climbing courses, completing safety certifications, or pursuing other relevant training opportunities. Eighthly, always prioritize safety when climbing utility poles. Never take shortcuts or compromise on safety procedures, and always be aware of your surroundings. Ninthly, maintain a positive attitude and a strong work ethic. Utility pole climbing can be a challenging and demanding profession, but it can also be very rewarding. Tenthly, network with other climbers and industry professionals. This can help you stay connected to the latest trends and developments in the field, as well as to find new job opportunities. The specific requirements for utility pole climbing training and certification can vary depending on the region, the employer, and the type of work being performed. However, there are some general guidelines and best practices that are widely recognized in the industry. Firstly, the training program should be accredited by a recognized organization such as the National Utility Training and Education Center, or NUTEC. Accreditation ensures that the training program meets certain standards of quality and effectiveness. Secondly, the training program should be taught by certified instructors with extensive experience in utility pole climbing and training. Instructors should be knowledgeable about the latest safety regulations and best practices, and they should be able to effectively communicate this information to students. Thirdly, the training program should cover all aspects of climbing safety, including climbing techniques, equipment inspection, hazard identification, and emergency procedures. The curriculum should be comprehensive and up-to-date, and it should be regularly reviewed and revised to reflect changes in industry standards. Fourthly, the training program should include both classroom instruction and hands-on practice. Students should have the opportunity to practice their climbing skills in a safe and controlled environment under the supervision of qualified instructors. Fifthly, the training program should culminate in a certification exam. The exam should be rigorous and comprehensive, and it should assess students' knowledge, skills, and abilities. Sixthly, the certification should be valid for a specified period of time, typically 1 to 3 years. After the certification expires, climbers should be required to complete a refresher course to maintain their certification. Seventhly, the certification should be recognized by employers and industry organizations. Climbers should be able to present their certification as proof of their competency and qualifications. Eighthly, the certification should be transferable between employers. Climbers should be able to use their certification to work for different employers without having to complete additional training. Ninthly, the certification should be portable, meaning that it should be recognized in different regions or jurisdictions. Climbers should be able to use their certification to work in different locations without having to complete additional training. Tenthly, the certification should be verifiable. Employers and industry organizations should be able to verify the validity of a climber certification through a central database or registry. Regarding the equipment used in utility pole climbing, proper inspection and maintenance are crucial for ensuring safety and preventing accidents. Firstly, always inspect your climbing equipment before each use. This includes checking your harness, ropes, hooks, and other gear for any signs of wear or damage. Secondly, follow the manufacturer's instructions for inspecting and maintaining your equipment. This will help you identify potential problems and ensure that your equipment is in good working condition. Thirdly, replace any damaged or worn equipment immediately. Do not use equipment that is not in good working condition, as this could put you at risk of injury. Fourthly, store your climbing equipment in a safe and dry place. This will help prevent damage from moisture, sunlight, and other environmental factors. Fifthly, keep your climbing equipment clean. Dirt and grime can damage your equipment and make it more difficult to inspect. Sixthly, use the proper cleaning products for your equipment. Harsh chemicals can damage your equipment, so use only products that are specifically designed for cleaning climbing gear. Seventhly, lubricate your climbing equipment as needed. This will help keep your equipment in good working condition and prevent it from rusting or corroding. Eighthly, keep a record of your equipment inspections and maintenance. This will help you track the condition of your equipment and ensure that it is properly maintained. Ninthly, have your climbing equipment inspected by a qualified professional on a regular basis. This will help you identify any potential problems that you may have missed. Tenthly, follow all safety regulations and procedures when using climbing equipment. This includes wearing appropriate personal protective equipment, using the equipment properly, and being aware of potential hazards.